开双手，变成翅膀守护你。你要相信，相信我们会像童话故事里，幸福和快乐是结局。一起写我们的结局。好听吗？
好听，谢谢。
你确定这就是爱吗？我真的爱我吗？手牵着手漫步斜阳，就当作浪漫。I never made it, but I know what it takes. 미안해 미안해하지마 내가 초라해지잖아 내가 앞에 서고서 나를 줄이고 가 나는 괜찮아 했지만 내가 웃어줘 아무렇지마 내가 웃어줘反正你也不知道我在想什么3、2、1，你确定这就是爱吗？真的爱我吗？手牵着手漫步斜阳，就当作浪漫，两个人眺望远方，以为爱的行囊。当你回头看，我是不是正在说谎？单身吗？
草原最美的花，你还没对象吧？20多啦，没人要你呀！别再找对象啦，习惯单身吧，打打王者，吃鸡多香啊
！I love it when you call me señorita， 爱情苏啦啦啦 ，Give me give me。没有人可以去等待，不知不觉地放开你，我们都没有那勇气 ，Baby I'm sorry I'm so lonely。都怪我好心要另一个爱，我被虚度了的青春，也许还能活过来。说心疼我的更应该明白，我当然会承认这是爱吗？真的爱我吗？手牵着手漫步斜阳，就当作浪漫，两个人眺望远方，以为爱的晴朗。当我回头望，却已被湿了眼眶。当夕阳现在的人呢，真是点餐，你说点把吉他，这玩意能吃吗？咱没碰过这玩意儿。以后再遇见你，再遇见你，请你先说你好，我怕控制不住，就会给你拥抱。打一个招，到点收传的。
这1楼1厉害。
我怕控制不住，就会给你拥抱。打一个招呼，也就是出。笑一个吧，功成名就不是目的，让自己快乐快乐，这才叫做意义。
那好，你。
反正他不难受，他只要自由，他都不会理会我的感受。这条路可走，不如就放他说。我也想要自由，他都不难受，他只要自由，他都不会理会我的感受。这条路。
then just one more time. Oh, I see you, see you, see you every time. You know that I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I'm back to see you, then just one more time.
？OK。
I'm a love player， 但你从不相信，想把自己变帅，只为了衬托你。When you need a lover， 随时可以 call me，just call me。昨夜说分手，龙睡不消残酒，试问千里人却道海棠依旧，知否应是绿肥红瘦，我们还可以爱吗？还能说些什么话表达？还能做些什么事挣扎才不会显得尴尬？我从来不想独身，却有预感晚婚。我在等世上为契合冥魂，让我擦去脸上脂粉，让他听完全部传闻。啊耶！寂寞才说爱，为何你要那么坏？当初是谁告白说爱永远不改？什么地老天荒，什么地久天长？爱不该因你寂寞才存在。让蜡烛代替所有灯，让音乐代替话语声，此时无声胜有声。如果要我开口，只能说一句话，让我成为你的有可能，好吗？还是他们本就心怀鬼胎，迷雾中欢笑黑白，旁人不敢来拆穿。
Đúng à?
是责在顶风作案。
Không.
这一出还有谁在
Quên đéo đâu bạn. Ông ấy bảo là bây giờ ông ấy bảo là về muộn quá không có cơm đâu. Tôi nhớ là ông ấy bảo là không có mà. Chỉ là tôi chưa có được nha. Không sao, tôi ăn đêm luôn mà. 在爱的沉寂世界，你就是我唯一，永远永远不要怀疑。我只是在风中奔跑的尘埃，我会在太阳落山的时候回来。你的笑声触动了我敏感神经，我要等待你从回忆之中苏醒，等你开口，不管是爱或者伤害。拨通了你的电话有2-3遍，你笑着说我人不就2-3天，我为了你失眠，也为了你改变，为什么你统统看不见？3、2、1，长得丑活得久，长得帅老得快，我宁愿当一个丑八怪，积极又可爱。长得丑活得久，长得胖日子晚，我宁愿做一个平凡的人，陪在你身旁。在梦中哼着他曾经最爱的歌谣，我们 悲伤无处可逃。那被花开覆盖着城外那座拱桥，你的路途轨迹遥遥。我也算万种风行，是非两人，谁能用心错付终身？最先动情的人，不据理人论，为人臣。如果你已经不能控制，每天想我一次，如果你因为我而诚实，如果你看我的电影，听我爱的 CD， 如果你能带我一起旅行。我们让人沉默一瞬才遇到，我比谁都更明白你的重要。这么久了，我就决定了，你的手我握了不会放掉。夜里做了美丽的噩梦，像星星我却抵不过心动。哦，梦里你是无敌的黑洞，我无力抗拒失重。我的意识自控，脉搏流动，全被你神秘你操控。亲爱的，你是危险的迷宫，我找不到出口。我把梦撕了一页，不懂明天该怎么写。冷冷的街，冷冷的灯，照着谁？别太当真，暧昧是更心流的后遗症，是追根刨底，始终没结论。颓废的像尊纹身，伤了自尊，就像我注射急诊。我闭上眼睛就是天黑，一种撕裂的感觉，嘴里泛着虚心滋味，多陌生的离别。拜托别对我嘘心问候，这是你也不察觉的阴谋。我讨厌你无心的微笑，我快无可救药。你像一个漩涡，慢慢让我无法受理一直的坠落。亲爱的，你是优雅的恶魔，一点一点把我吞没。如何能选择忘记每一段过去？你的话语太伤心，一点也没有余地。可我还是会想你，去想你，没忘记你刺痛我心。谁说爱上一个不回家的人，唯一结局就是无止境的等？是不是不管爱上什么人，也要天长地久，求一个安稳？别太当真，暧昧是更心流的后遗症，是追根刨底，始终没结论。颓废的像尊纹身，伤了自尊，就像我注射急诊。爱要怎么说出口？我的心里好难受。如果能将你拥有，我会忍住不让眼泪流。我把梦撕了一页，不懂明天该怎么写。冷冷的街，冷冷的灯，照着谁？张眼睛就是天黑，一种撕裂的感觉，嘴里泛着虚心滋味，多陌生的离别。啊耶！寂寞才说爱，为何你要那么坏？当初是谁告白说爱永远不改？什么地老天荒？ 沉默地久天长，爱不该因你寂寞才存在。我知道你还是爱着我，虽然分开的理由我们都已接受。你知道我会有多难过，所以即使到最后还微笑着要我加油。收到需要赶快回复的信息，那就靠你看看是不是要回应你。如果说以后都不用对你讲客气，我就等着对你说一句欢迎光临。当天气秋凉，当树叶泛黄，我们的爱变得冠冕堂皇。是谁怕对方受伤，谁丢了主张，剧目拉开还没学会收场。什么闺蜜传说，什么魑魅魍魉妖魔，只有那怒音才有你高歌。漫天黄沙掠过，走遍每个角落，行走在无尽的苍茫星河。我的眼睛望向窗外，幻想如何对你表白，心事写满脸庞，已经不用去猜，未来还有多远才来，爱已变为等待。我们绕了这么一圈才遇到，我比谁都更明白你的重要。这么久了，我就决定了你的手我握了不会放掉。夜里做了美丽的噩梦，想清醒我却抵不过心动。哦，不，你是无敌的黑洞，我无力抗拒失重。我的意识自控，脉搏流动，全被你神秘力操控。亲爱的，你是危险的迷宫，我找不到出口。I'm a love player， 但你从不相信，想把自己变帅，只为了承诺你。When you need a lover， 随时可以 call me，just call me。我明白，我要的爱会把我宠坏，像一个小孩，只懂在你怀。曾经在我眼前，却又消失不见。这是经典的第6遍电影。我知道你很难过，感情的付出不是真心就会有结果。别问怎么做，爱才能长久，这道理有一天你会懂。我们都曾经明白，也都曾经遗憾，错过了爱就难以重来。不要害怕去坦白，怕容易被你宠坏，忘了该与不该的是你很冒险的梦，我陪你去疯。这只飞机碰到雨天，终究会坠落。太残忍的话我只说，因为爱很重。我想就这样牵着你的手不放开，还能不能够永远单纯没有被爱？我想和你骑单车，我想和你看棒球，像这样没得有唱着歌一直走。别太当真，还没是更新流的后遗症，是追跟跑的是种没结论。颓废的像层纹身，伤了自尊就像我注射急诊。
Ra sắp nghỉ và sẽ bàn giao quyền điều hành fan thị lại cho anh. Chả hiểu cái gì.
Chúa cái đứa nào lấy súng làng đấy.
Yên nghe anh nói nốt đã.
ra điều kiện với anh. Phải đối xử tốt với tất cả mọi người, đặc biệt là nó.
Thôi dẹp đi, không thích thì thôi. Kiếm cớ này nọ.
Này, đây đấy phải kiếm cớ nhá. Chẳng qua ấy.
再遇见你，请你先说你好，我怕控制不住，就会给你拥抱。打一个招呼，也只是属于礼貌。所有风度的人是你的骄傲。我第一次握你的手，指尖传来你的温柔。 每一次升起眼光的背后，谁知道会有多少愁，多少愁。他还不懂，还是不懂，你开始想要被挽留。如果开口，那只是我要来的温柔。他还不懂，永远不懂。 You just want attention, you don't want my heart. Maybe you just hit us lonely when someone new. Yeah, you just want attention, I love for the star. 一开始我只顾着看你，装作不经意，心却飘过去来窃喜你。没发现我躲在角落，忙着快乐，忙着感动，从彼此陌生到是会是我们，从没想过真爱，到现在不敢期待。风没有方向的吹来，雨也跟着悲伤起来。 没有人能告诉我，爱是在什么时候悄悄走开。只怕我自己会爱上你，也许有天会情不自禁，想念只让自己苦了自己。爱上你是我情非得已。 I could pretend I didn't lead ya, but every touch you do, la la la, it's true, la la la. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you keep me coming for ya. 若你遭遇他人两心痛，何苦惹我错付了情衷？难道看我失魂落魄，你竟然心动？3、2、1，长得丑，活得久，长得帅，老得快。我宁愿当一个丑八怪，积极又可爱。长得丑，活得久，长得胖，日子晚。我宁愿做一个平凡的人，陪在你身旁。我是你的前女友，曾经也拯救过地球。身高刚好159，有点出来水，什么都没有。 Girl, you know I want your love. You love I send me for somebody like me. Come along, follow my name. I may be crazy, don't mind me, say boy. 我的男朋友生气了吗？喜欢看你紧紧皱眉，叫我等小蕊。你的表情大过于朋友的暧昧，寂寞的称谓，甜蜜的责备，有独一无二，专属的特别。喜欢看你紧紧皱眉，叫我等小鬼。在梦中哼着他曾经最爱的歌谣，我们的悲伤无处可逃。那被花开覆，我不在，请记得我的爱，就在同一天空之下遥远的灌溉。有时候我会问自己，到底为了什么努力，赢得什么才叫胜利？你曾否问自己，把孤独当作晚餐却难以下咽，把黑夜当作温暖却 我相信每个人都住在电话里，有人不常联系，有人似友似敌，铃声不响或边记不起，只期待后来的你能快乐，那就是后来的我最想的。后来的我们依然走着，只是不再并肩了，朝各自的人生追寻了。就让我留在轮回的边缘，等一道光线，看见梦里梦魇，我们之间曾经说过的语言。再见我的爱 I wanna say goodbye， 再见我的过去 I want a new life， 再见我的眼泪跌倒和失败，再见那个年少轻狂的时代，再见我的烦恼不再孤单，再见我的懦弱不再哭喊。 I wanna say hello hello 我的未来。我也算万种风情是非两人，谁能用心错付终身？最先动心的人，过去里人沦为人尘。让蜡烛代替所有灯，让音乐代替话语声，此时无声胜有声。如果要我开口，只能说一句话，让我成为你的有可能，好吗？再见我的爱 I wanna say goodbye， 再见我的过去 I want a new life， 再见我的眼泪跌倒和失败，再见那个年少轻狂的时代。缘分让我们相遇的是意外，命运却要我们为难中相爱。如今一个人听歌总是会觉得失落，幻听你在我的耳边轻轻诉说，夜色多温柔，你有多爱我。爱是迷糊，天地初开的时候，那已经盛放的玫瑰。爱是踏破红尘，红尘就绪几回，爱过的人不说后悔。纵容着喜欢的、讨厌的、宠你的、厌倦的，一个个慢慢暗淡。纵容着任性的、随意的、放肆的、轻易的。你想要的，我却不能够给你，我全部我能给的，却又不是你想要拥有的。我们不适合，也不想认输。好几次我们抱着彼此，都是想要哭。
抖音。
女孩对我说，说我保护她的梦，说这个世界对她这样的不多。她渐渐忘了我，但是她并不晓得。
抖音。
小马，你会开口跪吗？不会。快来唱。
没有人可以去等待，不知不觉地放开你，我们都没有那勇气 Baby I'm sorry I'm so lonely。 如果季节更替，树叶落地，阴森满起，没能走回原地，我再做个梦给你，梦见我们相遇。少一个吧，功成名就不是目的，让自己快乐快乐，这才叫做意义。童年的纸飞机，现在终于飞回我手里。还记得你说家是唯一的城堡，随着大厦河流继续奔跑，微微笑。小时候的梦我知道。我喜欢你的眼睛，你的睫毛，你的侧脸，喜欢你嘟着嘴巴说叫我读眼前。你披着毛毯，骑着草车，说带我去冒险，飞到童话王国里，说陪我过冬。 好背扛啊，这条大路才能门下，给你们开点门啊，唔敢就唔敢，我是好傻仔，红短护短里头短，我就是个飘飘。此时已莺飞草长，爱的人正在路上，我知他风雨兼程途，今日暮不赏，穿越人海，只为与你相拥。为你付出那种伤心，你永远不了解，我又何苦勉强自己爱上你的一切？你又狠狠逼退我的防备，紧紧关上门来默数我的泪。
抖音。
爱你我已不再是幼稚的少年，你离开以后我如此的可怜，让风告诉你我对你的思念，让阳光替我护你的周全。
抖音。
哦，第一次我说爱你的时候，呼吸难过，心不停地颤抖。哦，第一次我牵起你的双手，失去方向，不知该往哪儿走。我知道你会为我停留，时间也会随之过得很久。说什么好，念什么糟，心如此清却无从知晓。哦，我怕来不及，我怕抱不起，山楂树下站的我和你。
抖音。
你低头不说一句，你朝着灰色走去，你住进混沌深海，你开始无望等待。该不该放开手，从现在到以后，该不该放你走？明知道他的阴谋，明明不想你走，你却没有留下的理由。他不配站在你眼前，你的痛怎能看不见？为什么最迷人的最危险？为什么爱会让人变残？直到的边境，万里无云天很晴，爱你的事情说了千遍有回应，岸边的丘陵崎岖不平，浪如侵，我却很专心分辨得出你。Baby baby， 你知道吗？心里的话，我想要带你回家，在那深夜酒吧，哪管它是真是假，心里尽情摇摆，忘掉中意的他，你是最迷人的，你知道吗？
来左边跟我一起画个龙，在你右边画一道彩虹，在左边跟我一起画彩虹，在你右边再画个龙，在你胸口上比划一个功夫词儿，左边右边摇摇头，两个食指就像看天后，就像闪耀的灯球。
电话开始拨，从不对我说，不习惯一个人生活。离开我以后，要我好好过，怕打扰想自由的我。到这个时候，你还在意着别人是怎么看我的，拼命解释这不是我的错，是你要走。我知道你的眼泪只是一种忍耐，何必虚情假意的勾勒着未来？当爱已不存在，我又为谁等待？嘲笑命运这幽默的安排。你的一字一句犹如桃花花心上，我的一举一动随你改变多荒唐，任你肆意玩弄，从没去想你是有多嚣张。如果女人总是等到夜深，不会复苏星辰，她就会对你真。是否女人永远不要多问？
抖音。
我再也不愿见你在深夜里面，再也不愿别的男人见识你的妩媚。你可知道这样会让我心 你从此不在深夜里徘徊，不要轻易尝试放纵的滋味。你该知道这样会让我心碎。我只想做你的太阳，你的太阳，在你的心里呀，在你的心底呀，不管是多远的远方，不要害怕，我在身旁。依然记得从你眼中滑落的泪，像细雨卷，混乱中有种热泪烧伤的错觉，黄昏的地平线。割断幸福喜悦，相爱已经幻灭。
抖音。
一想到你我就盼幸福手中越苦海潮，心碎徒留落花影中游。相思我拥在深深梦中。
抖音。
好。
我把你画成花，未开的一朵花，再把思念一滴一滴化成雨落下。每当我不在，请记得我的爱，就在同一天空之下，遥远的灌溉。
抖音。
我和你本应该各自好，各自坏，各自生活的自在，毫无关联的存在，只期待后来的你能快乐，那就是后来的我最深的。后来的我们依然走着，只是不再并肩了，朝各自的人生追寻了。
抖音。
把孤独当作晚餐，却难以下咽；把黑夜当作温暖，却难以入眠。只好对自己说晚安，无人在身边，想要遗忘，心却不甘。
抖音。
有时候我会问自己，到底为了什么努力，赢得什么才叫胜利？你曾否问自己？
con mít.
Con phải giải vừa. Rồi con phải giải vừa. Ý là giải tàu nhất 7.000 đến triệu Ấn Độ rồi, giải này 1.500 là đỉnh cao của Ấn Độ luôn, nhất 1.500 nữa luôn.
Thì con Bùi đâu?
Sao bị thầy? Con muốn nó tạo quá.
Nhưng mà tự nhiên thay một món cao nó bằng con Bùi đâu?
Các bạn tí nó tự nhiên nữa không? Nó bữa tự nhiên.
Lùn rét.
Nó muốn sửa tự nhiên này, nó loại anh với thầy đâu. Léo. Dạ, lại cái là quá khứ. Giờ mình cũng là tương lai.
Cái gì?
Nó bảo có nghĩa là nước tương lai của nó.
Nó bảo là giả sử như con được lên, nó bảo là giả sử như là quá khứ còn những là tương lai.
Điên.
One of my favorites.
Lồn mẹ thằng Red đi mid nữa. Cặc.
Ủa, con Bùi muốn ra lên bữa à?
Lồn Red trên mid thay anh Hùng hả?
Tôi đi mít cho ăn đi.
Đấm cho. Mình bật ngót chơi đi.
Trời. Beautiful đấy. Hình như hôm nay tao không phải nghe. Cái đi. Xong rồi.
Em vừa kêu em giải nó rồi.
Take one, take one, take one. Hả? Vô đéo gì? Nó có nhắn chỗ bảng của tao đâu. Không, thằng Red mới phải video mà.
Bạn này, nó gọi bạn cò này.
What the fuck? Má nó không nhắn ở chỗ tao vậy.
Quên chưa? Rồi, thêm 2 còn em 2 đúng không? Ủa 6 giờ, 6 giờ, 8 giờ. Xong 2 em này rồi. Ủa đi anh tôi chắc đăng ký thành viên đánh giải đó mà. What the fuck? Tôi đang đẹp đây à? Đó đâu? Sao đánh hay vậy? Cái người đánh vòng si thì nghỉ trưa về em vô rồi. Misa thì đi cáp rồi. Chơi được wow, một cái tượng
Okay,
không
get back,
tội.
get back.
Tưởng không đợi thế nào. 2 số chưa? 2 số là thì ba trực tiếp luôn. Chậm thì mà có người mà ai cũng biết ai.
Hi, Carl.
Yeah.
I always cannot hear Carl. I don't know why. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you. Shit. I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, I think Red go training, bro.
No, Red, no, Red, no training. Red is tomorrow.
Okay.
Today is only Kilwa. But Kilwa, Carl, I want you to join all the training because you are the most inexperienced player right now. I need you to understand every goddamn player. You are the one that need to work very hard than the rest because you are most inexperienced. But if you continue, right, you will learn a lot because when you don't understand what is your other teammates' position, right, you won't be able to understand what are they doing during the mid to late game. You even have to understand their laning phase because whatever you do also affect them. You know, Hi, Larry.
Hello.
Larry, we are here.
Okay. So, but what do we do?
No, your focus is on Kira only. We are here just to listen what you teach and to know what is his problem. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we look at the games that you played yesterday in best of 5, and maybe we take a look at the 2 losses.
Are you eating something, Larry?
No, yeah, I just grabbed some food. I was streaming until now.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's good to look at his game yesterday so we know what the hell he's doing. Fuck.
Yeah, but I would look at the losses, to be honest, and not at the wins. The wins were easy. The losses, the 2 games he lost, are the interesting ones. Let me check. I'm getting the replays.
I was dying laughing the Terplay game. When I saw like the storm holding on the map while I was playing Terplay, I was like, oh, this game video, boys.
Let me check. Okay, here we go. At least you put on good show, you know, a lot of viewers on YouTube, like 5,000 or 6,000, I think.
Yeah. There was a point of time it almost reached 6,000, I think.
Yeah. pretty good for YouTube. Okay, let's check Naga game first.
Bobby fan boy, Bobby fan.
When you come here, you wash the toilet as a punishment that you kill your team. Fuck.
What?
Okay, let's see. Stream is live.
Amen.
I think with Naga, you should generally scout mid lane wards if you can. The thing is, when I do analysis on the enemy, I usually write down the wards are positioned for 10 minutes because people always ward at the same spot, you know. So if you know where they ward, illusions very easily.
Mid tower.
Yeah, mid tower. Just check if the ward is left or right. And since we know where the wards are usually placed, you can only send one illusion to scout for the ward because we know the usual position, right? So just need one illusion to scout it, and we can ward it. But good players will play mid lane wards versus Naga, so only noobs will ward 3-rune spawns. Another thing that yeah, I know. Aloha picked it from he said he wants to play offlane. Bro, you have Echo, miss you, manager.
Oh really? Just hold on now, sorry.
Super hard Echo. So basically what I want you to do when you play with Bombi, it doesn't matter what lane you play, but you need to cut all the trees down pre-rune spawn. So you open up all the pulls. That's super important, so he doesn't need to waste Tengus and he can play way more aggressive. And second thing that I want you to do is, if you play hard lanes, that you use Quelling Blade on cooldown to cut all important tree lines. So you need to cut this tree line, you need to cut here preferably, and you also need to cut here. And on top lane, you can just cut down the entire area if you have stronger lane. If you have weaker lane, you can keep it. I would generally cut trees here all the time, just to give you more space. Especially if you play versus Grimstroke, you know. If you cut all the trees, he cannot abuse Stroke, right? You can just dodge it really easy. If you don't cut trees, you're fucked. Also, Orb of Venom builds, I think that's important to mention. I mean, I really like Orb of Venom starting builds, but I wouldn't do it on contested lanes. So if you know you have a weak lane, or weaker lane than the enemy, I would never ever buy Orb of Venom. I would only go for it if you play an even lane, you know. If you can win it.
Usually when you losing lane with Naga Siren, you just want to rush your rap band, right? This game you have Oracle, the guy that have stun, so you just put your illusion hitting on enemy hero. After the Oracle using his root, you can have a chance to kill anyone. It's like Sand King is always in the dangerous situation that he can die every time with the Venom,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
But if they're smart, they will not use their spells. They will only use their spells after you summon illusions.
True.
If they are
That's why
brain dead,
usually, yeah.
like you can mind game them, right? You can start trading with them with Oppo Phantom and force them to use their spells, but I don't think your lane is strong. If you have Jakiro maybe instead of Oracle or Bane, then I would say okay, you can try. But Oracle is so trash on lane until level 3, it's not worth it. If you would play PL instead of Naga, you could go Oppo Phantom and abuse some Phantom Rush stuff, but even then, it's super dangerous.
I don't like it on PO. It's like PO all about starting and farming. Naga is a little bit different. Just only my opinion. Kind of like this. You use one illusion to hitting them. Nothing they can do. Just wasting HP.
Yeah, but they are not using their spells. You know, they could. I mean, it was a really good split. I was watching it yesterday on stream and was casting the games a bit. And I was mentioning that you have a really good illusion split, but if they're like, they were too slow.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit faster, I would be fucked.
Yeah,
That's true.
if they have their brain together and they instantly go during the split, they can clear the illusions before you can split them, right? And then it's easy for them, but probably they're not used to this lane setup. They never played together in this combination, so probably that's why. Yeah. Greed.
Greed's good. Nope.
Greed is losing this game. I think you could solo, like if you play a perfect Naga game, you can win the solo, but the chances are really, really slim because your Invoker is getting raped so hard in mid lane.
It's like that 20 minutes, but rather having a fucking Shiva guard on him.
Yeah, I mean, did you see mid lane? Like HTZ had like 50 CS and the Invoker had like 15. Like I've never seen someone getting raped this hard in a competitive
so
match.
far behind. Yeah.
My Invoker played really bad in this game. I don't know what he did.
I don't expect much from a streamer, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah, also in these kinds of situations, I would just cut tree lines and try to drag the creeps even further down here. Like just cut the tree and put all the creeps like here and stand like here, so they can't dive.
That's okay too.
But they dive Oracle now, so you're fine.
I was trying to force them to call me because it's in the tower range. I was full HP. I think I'll be fine, but yeah, Dragon the Dream is a little bit more safe.
I would just do it generally, but to be honest, in this case, when you shit, you have illusion cooldown. But when Oracle, like generally when you do safe land pulls, I would try to delay the creeps somehow. The problem is your illusions despawn, and what you can do in this particular case, I would probably walk like here right now and just try to not let the creeps under the tower. And again, I would start cutting this tree, so you can walk in here and then cut the next tree, so you can walk past if they go on you. And then you can keep this wave like here as long as possible, so you can maybe aggro the second wave out, right? So you don't have both waves under the tower. And also in this case, I would have aggroed all the creeps out of the tower now, just to have the lane frozen here as long as possible. Yeah, there's not much you can do. Oracle just feeding.
Let Evoker win. Kill him.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. Can't use illusions before they use their spells. Can only use illusions when Grimstroke is out of position.
Bottom, Razor. Hey.
It's really hard lane. Easy.
I think we can try to kill Razor at bottom. Coming. We need to take tower. Let's bike farm. Let's bike farm. We stick by 3.
You think it's still worth it to stay here now after you're level 6? Yeah, I mean they overextend, but generally like
Next
after this fight, if they still
win,
contest the lane,
take mid tower.
I would probably just
we want
jungle
that.
at some point and just let Oracle soak XP. It's like whatever.
Try that.
Because I think
Wait. Okay.
generally
Shut up.
I watched a bit of Nisha, and I mean
Okay.
Nisha is
Ham,
probably
ham.
best Naga on the planet with her TZ, and they rarely stay on lane at some point. They just leave. Even if they could farm the lane, they just go jungle because it's faster.
Ah.
Because you can farm the entire jungle at once, right? It's more gold than just lane farm, and you get
Ready?
really early level 6 on the support. I mean, for yourself, it doesn't really matter if you jungle or lane farm, right? I mean, jungle is probably a bit faster, but the lane is probably a bit more XP. But your support is under level 10. That's the thing. I mean, he's not under level, but he could be far ahead, you know. I mean, I see it also in my pubs when there's like a lot of people boosting with Naga, and like when they're like level 5, level 6, I don't see them anymore on the map. They're just gone, and then they have like 18 minutes to fuse a Blade Manta. I don't know. I guess they just farm everything. Sorry?
In couple of games, I was only thinking about fighting. If I have a chance, I would take a fight if I'm not losing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, jungling with Naga is good too. Not bad.
I mean, with Lycan in one game you played really passive and just farmed, and with Troll you also just farmed. I was a bit confused when I see Naga that could get like 20 minutes diffuser mantas, just trying to force it. I mean, you're not forcing it, but your team is rotating in all the time. I think it was a big mistake in this game. Should have just played 4 versus 5 like you did in every game, you know. Just 4 protect 1, just let them fight and just AFK for him.
Yep.
Because I think they can't outcarry Naga. It's impossible. If you hit the timings, but you can't hit the timings if you're forced into fight. That's also an interesting choice that you go. Like I would have played top lane here in this case a bit more, and then rotate jungle. But maybe you're scared. I'm not sure.
I just saw a Sand King there. I think he's gonna clear my illusion. It's like the cooldown really long. I was thinking that at the time.
That's fine.
Yep. They're not showing.
It's not worth the risk. They are not.
No
they were waiting so long with the smoke.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is, like, first when you could have gone there, you didn't, and then it was obvious that there's smoke, and then you went there, right? Because they were missing so long, right?
I was confusing if they have the land work or not, so I was scared to go in. And after I clearing all the jungle creep, I have nowhere to go, so I have to go up, and I die.
Yeah, they had to. Like, actually, someone had to reward it. But
Get back.
okay, let's see what to do next. But from here, the game is already really hard for you.
Yep.
Yeah, Sand King sitting in Regina, top kick. This was good. Yeah, this is like a big problem. Like that's exactly why you lose. When I checked some of your PL games in pubs, the thing is you play like super efficient, right? The most efficient farm you can get. But sometimes the most efficient farm is not the best farm for the game state, right? Like,
Yep.
So in these cases you need to put more land pressure compared to getting the most efficient farm, right? Because you walk like all the way to here and now you're stuck here, right? And when they leave top lane again, you can't pressure it. And your only way to win this game is to actually pressure some objectives at some point, right? Because they free farm all over the map. And like basically right when they TP, usually when you play, when I saw you pubs, you would have TP'd top when they shot bottom. But you're not doing it in this case. I don't know why. Because it was pretty obvious that they rotated there. So that's the point where you basically need to stop jungling for like 3 minutes already and just try to get something done. It doesn't matter if you push out mid or push out top constantly, but need as much building pressure as possible because you lost like 40 seconds now because you wanted to farm one camp, right? Could have just not farmed this camp, wait 10 seconds on the high ground to let all the camps respawn, pop illusions, get all the camps and move top. Then they TP bottom, you get a free tower into that. It's a very hard read, but
yeah, I understand. It's bad decision making.
it's not bad. It's just very hard to tell. But the thing is, the mentality at some point, especially when you're behind, and you don't know if you can carry it, right? And then I would say, all right, fuck efficiency and just try to play more objective oriented. Just a little bit less farm, 10% less farm, 10% more pressure on the objectives themselves.
Yep. I was thinking
Also, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was thinking it was a little bit annoying with the travel and bat and Sand King just gonna TP it and fuck me every time I want to press the tower. So I was a little bit scared, I think.
Yeah, of course, you're 100% right, but what you can do is just wave cut with illusions all the time and just get passive pressure. So for example, after you wait, so instead of going to this camp and waiting here for the respawn, you don't farm this camp, it's like 100 gold or something, because you couldn't push out mid anyway, right? So you just walk all the way for one camp, wait for the respawn and then walk in anyway. So you lose 2 medium camps, but instead you can just instantly wave cut top, right? You don't send the illusions to the tower, you just send it to the tier 2 and just wave cut here all the time. That's what you do. Like that's what the 90% win rate players in pubs do, right? They don't care what their team is doing, they just start wave cutting at some point every wave, and then you can't play Dota anymore, right? Because you constantly get tier 1 pressure, right? So you can just split illusions here, send one tier 2 and send one with shift Q around here and send it between tier 1 and tier 2, right? So you have one illusion here and one illusion here. And if they play bottom, you get pressure on both buildings, right? And you just jungle with your hero. So instead of basically farming as many jungle camps as possible, try to wave cut as many waves as possible. So you build up a lot of passive pressure. And also, what's very interesting, why do you never use your Manta style? That's something I don't understand.
I don't know. Usually in my mindset, Manta is like a few situations you don't want to put yourself there, so you use Manta to push the land. With Naga, you have your first spell ready, so yeah,
Yeah, but
use it.
just go jungle with your normal illusions and go wave cut with your manta illusions. You need passive pressure on the map, right? You cannot only hit creeps. And the second you have manta and you're behind, you just or send them into the enemy jungle, right? It doesn't matter what you do with it. It's either wave cut or try to get super risky farm. I mean, in the worst case, you lose one illusion. It's like whatever. The only problem that occurs is that you will go out of mana very fast, right? So when you start using manta, you need very good courier management with clarities and constantly switch your items. But I think you're mechanically good enough to do this, right? It shouldn't be a problem. So same with PL. Like with PL, oftentimes when you wait for fights and the fights are not starting, you're not pushing out side lanes with manta, and you rarely wave cut with manta style generally. I mean, I haven't seen your anti-match yet. Maybe you do it on anti-match, but on TB and Naga and PL, you basically never do it, or very rarely. So this is like basically the first wave cut in 19 minutes. Just let them die, but you will die. Well, actually, yeah. No. Yes. No. Ah, yeah, you actually live here. Just calling that out.
I don't know. Sometimes when I was far behind, I only think about fighting. Don't know why. I mean, I know it's not good, but trying to fix it. That couple of games, I mean, cannot fight it.
I mean, it's okay. Like, I think it's very
the
important.
last situation, I can just go top and force some pressure at the tier 2. And
yes,
somehow
but
I choose to walk bottom and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, the first idea was to actually save them with sleep. I don't know what they said in voice. Maybe they said after sleep you can fight or something. I don't know what they said. But usually you would just try to sleep and get out. But the fight went so bad that they could actually chase you. I wouldn't even say that was a problem that you were there. It's just the fight went poorer than expected with the sleep. And then you're fucked after that. But yeah, probably the best decision would have been just to, again, AFK farm. Because they used all ultimates and BKBs, so it's whatever. Yeah, should have been top again in this case. This is poor movement now. Before it was okay because you tried to sleep, but if you like, maybe we can fix this a bit. So the problem is not that you move here. The problem is that the illusions are not in position to wave cut. So you basically need to walk like here, and then pop like manta as well, and use like here. So it walks like this with shift Q, right? So it cuts here, and you also cut here, and you take this wave with illusion. Then you can decide what you do, right? Because then you suddenly, if the fight goes poor in mid, they have no creeps. Top is pushing in anyway, plus it's wave cutted. And then you can just TP either mid and fight with sleep, or you can just wrap around and sleep. It's whatever. But before you fight, you need to make sure that all waves are pushing in, right?
Yeah.
And that waves are cut. But the problem is nothing is cut, right? Bottom is not really pushed out, top is not pushed out. Mid is not cut, so
yep, that's so bad.
It's really bad. I mean, you're ready to fight. You have items to fight now, but still. Yeah.
Oh shit, this one. Fucking
You don't get it.
Cancel.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yep, at least I learned something. But the second spell will destroy animation.
You need to go bottom now, I think, instead. I mean, top is also fine. You can start farming enemy jungle. But I think the most important part when you play a TB Naga is, and you play enemy offlane, that you start to farm these camps with illusions. If you clear them constantly, they lose their main jungle. I think that would be okay. But I think bottom would have been even better. There's still tier 1 tower for free. The fuck? Just pause.
Stay high ground,
Can't
stay high
remember
ground.
that you paused the game. Okay, that's nice. Jam bottom really pushed in. I think the biggest problem in this game for you was that you could never ever really get any objective pressure. Like usually at some point when you play versus Naga, you can't cross your map anymore, right? Because you constantly have illusions behind you. But they can cross the map without losing anything. They still have all tier 1s. At least mid and bots, and tier 2s are also not really pressured. What's also interesting, when I watched your pub games, you were constantly TPing around to farm even more efficient, right? So you would like TP or like push out like this, and then you usually do like very aggressive farming TPs to farm like ancients and push out waves and stuff. That's also something you didn't do in this game. I'm not sure why.
Was tilting, I think. Just bad, I don't know.
Too tilted. Alright. And this is good movement. And 3 kill top. Can you see Manta all the time? It's always ready. It's never ready. Never not ready. Like imagine you would use it on cooldown with a clarity every time. Like one clarity has the same duration as Manta, right? So you can use it on cooldown. Imagine how much more map pressure and farm you could build up just spamming Manta as well.
That's why. They allow time duration big win. Nice planting.
Okay, nice.
So it's like, what the fuck? He got Shiva? So tanky, man.
Like he was pretty farmed. Like, look at his net worth. He's close to your net worth.
Yeah, he was
on
double
bad
the
rider.
net
Yeah. When I saw this in the game, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, oh, you use Manta stat, bro. First time, 33 minutes. GG. Okay, but you see now you have the right, like at some point you have the right mindset, right? You don't give a shit anymore what happens in the game, you just go for objectives and start pressuring enemy base and shit.
I was
And
saying 2 die on my team, so it's like, alright, I'm not taking this fight. Just wanna push.
Yeah, contrast.
yeah, okay. I mean, this is good. It's just sometimes you just need to do it way earlier. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, if you see the game is going bad, just wave cut everywhere because your team doesn't get the farm anyway. If they're behind, they can't go aggressive.
Disruptor have iron him. Oh shit! Only he wave me. I'll disruptor.
Yeah.
We can do.
Yeah,
So
but
TV there for nothing. It's like GG. Alright.
I mean, naked again. I'm some disrupt is really bad. If he buys one defensive item, he would not feed, right? And then he maybe has like 2 items instead of 1, and then you could maybe take this fight. At this point, there's nothing you can do anymore. Just GG. If you need help with ePulse, by the way, you can ask. I know the people. I run a few sponsorship campaigns for ePulse if you need anything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What did you play in the other game? TB, right? But you got stomped when you played TB.
Swap. I know where back. Play swap.
Channel play.
Yeah, 0-6.
It's always like that. Every time I feel like I'm playing from behind and I start making stupid decision making, even though after watching replay, I know, hey, what the fuck? Why do that? It still happened the same way in the next game. I don't know why. Maybe about mental.
Yeah, I also saw this, like, in pubs, when people start pressuring you, you make mistakes. It's like, I don't know. If you have a free game, you usually win every game. It's just if you need to make decisions that are not that easy to make, then it gets a little bit harder for you. I don't know. It's just how it is. Okay, coordinator's down. I can get the replay. GG. Okay, 5-minute break until coordinator's back. Fuck. recorded it again. Just wanna write down some stuff. So the important part is you want to wave cut as aggressive as possible, okay? If you're behind. The important thing is don't wave cut if you're ahead. Okay?
Use your manta.
And use Manta, yes. And I also want to check how you send the illusions to camps, because I think some illusions didn't work properly. Let's see how you do this. Are you shift? Okay, so you shift Q. You shift Q them, right? Or Lua?
Can you hear me? I said yes. Oh.
You okay? But you shift Q them on the camp. So you select them and then you shift A click or what? And you go to the camp.
I just click attack
Oh.
on the next camp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Just do it over the minimap.
Oh. Sometimes it's
You
go the
can-
wrong way. I don't know why. Yeah, on the minimap.
You can just shift A click on the minimap. It's way more efficient. Let's see.
Giải đâu? Đã nhận giải đâu?
Okay.
Giải đéo đâu?
Không, mới thông báo không đọc à?
Hả?
Mới thông báo tin giải không đọc à đâu?
Hôm nay.
Because it takes way too long if you I see this in my pubs oftentimes when people don't play that much Naga. And they start doing it this way. It's like no need to have the camera there. Yeah. I would just shift A click on minimap on the camps. Tested it in a lobby, it works pretty good. Q.
Mình định vào một thứ 6 rồi. Đang gọi nữa chưa?
My stomach hurt. I need to toilet. 5 minutes, thank
Sure.
you.
Shift A click on.
Uống nước lạnh lắm hả? Xem tin giải đi bạn.
Okay. Let me get the other game.
VN.
Bombi, you here? Oh, he's not here.
Đấy, thông báo ở đây.
Aloha, when you see Bombi, tell him to play Kotel in pubs.
Đâu?
Ở đây này. Tiền giải của bạn này. Chắc là sắp trao rồi, tại vì nó báo giải ấy tiền giải nãy tôi xem rồi. Đấy.
1 triệu. 1 triệu trứng mây. Giải lô đi lên 45 triệu thôi.
45 là tiền ban đầu là bao nhiêu nhỉ? 500 đô đấy. 5 đô xong rồi cộng với tiền donate nữa. Mà donate thì như là chỉ có mỗi giải nhất là được hay sao ấy.
Đâu, donate mà hình như chia hay sao ấy.
Donate là 22 triệu, không chia.
Donate lại đến làm lô đến 22 triệu fan.
22 triệu. Hôm trước là 11 triệu mấy đúng không?
À, điên là donate vào 22 triệu thì nó cộng thêm 500 đô nữa là bao nhiêu?
Bị làm sao nhỉ? Donate là 22 triệu. Đúng chưa? Xong rồi nó cộng thêm 500 đô đó mà, 500 đô là gọi Việt Nam mà.
Thế 2 triệu là đâu?
22 triệu tiền donate.
À, nghĩa là 45 triệu này chỉ là tiền donate thôi đúng không?
Nó là cả tiền giải đấy.
Qua cả điện thoại sao tôi được 11
Larry, what is a shift plus a click on minimap? What the hell is that?
Nếu mà bạn nói riêng tiền donate nó là 22
What does it
triệu,
do?
nó chỉ bọn The Boy nó chỉ được
The
22
thing
triệu
is,
thôi.
what he does is
Mà trong khi tôi được 11 triệu.
he clicks on the minimap and then takes his vision to the
250
camp
đô
he
thì
wants
đéo
to
được
farm.
11
Okay,
triệu luôn.
and then he shift clicks into the vision, but he can just shift A click onto the minimap itself, so he doesn't need to move his camera. Right?
Shift plus A.
Đúng không?
Yeah. Shift plus A. I mean, I don't know if he has attack move.
Right.
Yeah. If he has on A, but most players have it on A, so he knows what I mean.
Donate của viewer là không phải là 11 triệu
It's just when, like, the thing is, if you have like quick attack
cái này được 22 triệu.
and A, you can just shift A click on a camp and the illusion will instantly walk there without moving camera. It's like super efficient. Because,
I see. Do you realize that he keeps saying that he like to fight at any situation?
Yeah, I know. That's
But
something
you
I also.
but it's something that I think has to do with the team before he joined.
Yeah, well, I mean, he
You
takes the fights he can take.
you know who I'm talking about, right?
But no. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I think the idea for the patch is really good.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you can make a better decision, and in PUBG he usually never has TP ready because he uses his TP to farm very efficiently. But in this game in particular, I saw that he was not using his TP to farm, which he usually does. And in those particular cases, when your TP is ready on core players, it doesn't make sense to join the fight. You only join it when the fight starts and then you TP in. So if the fight goes bad, you're already on the side lane to outpush it, right? So he could already be in the enemy jungle and wave cut both lanes instead. So they have no creeps. So even if they win the fight, they can't push T2. That's the right decision. And if it's a good fight and his team gets the initiation, he can just TP in and join the fight, right?
Oh, okay.
So he's basically too early to the fight. He needs to be the last player to join it.
Okay.
Because you could see in both situations when he was there to fight, it wasn't even a bad fight, but you couldn't make the decision if it's a good fight or not, right? You needed to wait until the fight starts and see what happens, right? And if you need to stand next to the fight and wait the entire duration for someone to initiate, you lose so much farming time that you could just use and then TP, right? It's like way better. But if players are good and the communication inside the team is good, the people that will start the fight tell the carry anyway if it's a good fight or not, right? They will already tell him like, go out, push lanes or whatever, right? Long before the outcome is clear. Because sometimes you make a risky play and you don't want your carry to be baited into.
Yeah.
It's like really bad. But Killua is a pretty good player. So
see, I need to be perfect. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we switch drafts a bit, we can generally play way more aggressive.
Yeah.
And then it's okay if he joins the fight. But you need a draft that actually allows him to do it. There's no sense in fighting early with TB and Naga, for example. They join the fights after second item, and before that they don't fight. Like, I mean, if you have meta ready or sleep and you can set up a kill on the sidelines, you're happy, right? But you never want a team fight. Oh shit, slick. Will the team, like, will you scrim this week? We have like 5 days to prepare for the tournament, right?
Yeah, we are trying to prepare some stream, but I'm trying to join some tournament at ePulse right now.
Yeah, ePulse is good.
Yeah.
Is there any tournaments for SEA on ePulse?
Tomorrow there is actually.
Well, let me check. Upcoming tournaments. Oh, the Singapore tournament.
Yeah. There's actually a 5v5 tomorrow.
Let me see if there's good teams. I mean, ePulse is usually easy to win. It's good practice because it's official games.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think tomorrow there's a fight night actually. Let me see. In 18 hours, how to wake up. Let me see. 6, 4. Actually, we can do that, yeah. There's 16 slots.
I would not play those low caps. It's time-wise. There's only bad teams in it.
No, we still do not know which one. The one on Wednesday, tomorrow night.
Wait. This is...
40439. Can you type the number? The tournament number.
Wait. I think I have the wrong tournament at the moment. One sec.
Let me send you the link. Let me send you the link. Faster, let me send you the link. Hold on.
Yeah.
I just sent. Yeah.
Let me check.
No team registered yet. I won't know until tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the standard 5v5 cup. I don't think it's good. Only trash teams playing, most likely.
But the rest of the other leagues is all ongoing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I would rather try to search for scrims than play that. It's really bad.
The recent one is actually okay. There's one division. There's a league. You know, the league one I think is better.
Okay.
Yeah, because Shenzhen is also there. Oops, India, Neon Esport. Yeah. Let me send you Army Genius. I just get to know this shit, man.
Yeah, sometimes there's really good tournaments in esports.
No, I think all the tournaments are pretty shit. It's only the league.
Yeah, they usually host like monthly cups with like big prize money for every region, and there's also a lot of qualifiers and stuff. So it's pretty good actually. Just need to someone needs to monitor ePulse and check every day for tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Manager.
That's what we are doing.
All right. Okay, Killua, let's continue. So another thing that we need to fix is, I mean, it's really good that you want to fight with the team, right? But if you're not using your TP to farm efficiently, you need to be the last player to go to the team fight. So just TP into the team fight, right? So you're never in a position where like, I don't know what's happening. I need to wait for my team on to initiate and shit. So just TP in, right? So if they group up to fight and you're not ready to fight, just go to the side lane. And if you can turn the fight, you can still TP in, right? But just side lane first and then decide, and not walk into the fight and then like, huh. Right.
Wasting time.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh shit, we get wiped. That's bad. So you don't lose map pressure.
Yep.
Okay, is there some puppet game? Because I don't want to watch the TB game. The TB game was just...
I don't
It's
think
not good game.
much I can do in that game. It's like, yeah, go out.
Yeah, it was just bad TB game. Should have never picked TB, lol.
It's the third pick, I believe. I mean, if there's four pick, I think it's a little bit better. Third pick is like too bad. Well,
Mm.
play.
One sec. Maybe I can check some pubs.
Uh-huh. I haven't played pub lately. I'm on vacation.
Okay. One sec.
Imagine having a vacation after getting kicked. Good man.
Top cake. Okay, one sec, let me see. There's one troll game we lost. But yeah, this...
Again, newbie, right?
Oh, did you... Wait, you scrim versus newbie, right? Did you play in that game?
What? The John Yam?
You scrim versus newbie, right?
Yep.
Okay, do you have matching?
I am matching, right? Let's see, right.
I can't watch it because it's private, probably.
Wait, I'm looking for it.
Need to download and you need to stream it or send me.
Yep. I don't think you can watch the game. It's a private.
No, I can't. Yeah, you need to download it and send it, or you just stream the match.
Somehow I cannot. There's no download button on my PC. What the fuck?
Okay. Newbie hack server, so no strats leak.
Anh stream trên đấy luôn cũng được. Anh stream trên Discord luôn cũng được.
Let me check my JD. Manager. Yeah, I also can't watch the match. What about the other players? Manager, is everyone still around? Did you do your meeting already? Manager? Hello? Wait.
Anh chưa gặp ông sếp kia đúng không?
Or maybe Aloha, are you here? Is Bombi and HDZ still here? They in game or? RIP. Okay, let me just take troll replay then.
Oh, playing Dota chess. Well, then come here, I can test it.
Well, I need everyone from the team, but I want to talk about general draft approach for your next games. You need to switch a lot of stuff so you can actually own. You need to move away from SEA style and play more like Western and Chinese teams. Is Bombi also here? Hello, HTZ.
Yeah, hello, guys.
Tell me, HTZ, why you can't play Maple? Hello. You don't want 10k?
No, I am just never tried this hero before.
Okay. And you also can't play Brute Mother, right? No Brute.
No Brute also.
What about you, Killua? Can you play Brute?
I'll try. A couple of games, not much.
What about Maple?
Not really. Haven't, I think.
Can you play mid lane Naga? Or generally, can you play mid lane?
Yep.
On carry heroes?
Yeah, usually I use Troy to go mid. At the 1
Okay. What about you, HTZ? Can you play safe lane?
Yeah, I can. Actually,
Can
some
thì lên
hero.
đường. Và lại xem lên kiểu đó thì lên đường cái.
Okay. So basically what we need is we need interchangeable positions for you players, okay? So you need to say what is the best lane you can go and lane in that way. So if you have heroes that can go to multiple lanes, the players need to just say they need another lane and then you swap. So if Killua can play mid lane and HTZ can play safe lane, you should just switch heroes all the time.
Yeah.
And swap lanes. It's way better than just play always the same style.
On the last week on FT2, I'm going mid boy.
And also I think we should try to cheese a bit, like some Huska last picks, stuff like that, right? Any cheese is good because the teams need to be scared that you cheese. It's super important. Also, can you play like in mid? Anyone? Yes.
I think I cannot win.
Okay, you cannot play it, but Killua, you can play like in mid, right?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Every time I play mid, like I need someone to run around the map with higher level than me and start making things like a pulling because at the carry going mid, I don't want to start fight. So what I do.
Yeah, of course. It's just about that you can always, for example, if you pick Naga and Lycan, right, you oftentimes get hard countered on lane or TB, and then you have no lane, right? But you can just send these heroes mid, and last pick something like Razor for safe lane and just fuck them completely, right? And then HTZ can play like Razor safe lane, for example, and you can just play Lycan mid and have a free game.
Yeah.
That's the idea, right? Okay. Yeah, but it's just about the heroes they can't play, right? So it would be really good if one player can play Brute, one player can play Meepo, and one player can like him. Sorry? Oh yeah, LD as well, yes. LD is same story, right? It's really good if you can pick it sometimes. You just need a player and you just let the player that is best play mid with it and send the other guy to the safe lane. With some easy hero, right?
I just don't play fucking Invoker and Reaper. Fuck the hero.
Fucking noobs. 10k MML, can't play Invoker, GG. Shit, fucking GG Invoker, holy shit.
What's wrong with that hero? Too hard.
It's good. Yeah, it's hard, really hard. Okay. Then another thing, like generally, I wanna show you a bit how other teams draft, that you have an idea how people play Dota at the moment, because I think you people have on SCA servers no clue what the other side of the planet actually does when it comes to Dota. And I think it's very interesting to see that people have a very, very different approach in the other regions than you people. I'm not sure why, but
Larry, what do you mean by different approach in terms of the drafting or what?
yes, they like it's very, very different in Europe right now.
Are you basing on yesterday tournament?
Not only that, I mean, if I see, for example, when you played versus CR, like Mushi's team, they also, I mean, they try to adapt a little bit of EU stuff, but it's still very. You can tell that it's an SCA draft just by the draft.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that, because we have a lot of data now from the patch. There's like a lot of tournaments running in China. There's a lot of tournaments running in Europe for the last 2 weeks, and very little SCA games. And if you take a look at the general strategy, it's very clear that we need to change something if we want to compete at top level. Yeah. I mean, I will just pull it up on the other screen 1 sec. Let's see. So there's like big league in Europe right now, Pushka League.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you watched any of these games. I didn't, but I checked all the drafts because that's the interesting part. And Aloha, is Aloha still here? No, he's gone. So who is drafting now?
Everyone. What? I think Aloha is drafting.
I don't know. They're not here anymore. Doesn't really matter. But maybe Mr. Manager is still here.
Yeah.
So who's drafting now?
It's still Aloha doing the draft. It's just that I think you and me need to have a separate chat with him.
Okay.
Yeah, but before we do that, I think we need to list down. I didn't want to do anything yet until maybe tomorrow, where we finish the assessment of the offlaner. Then we start to put what is their top comfortable heroes, and also look at the heroes that you want them to do. And finally, we select and come up with the final clean sheet. Yeah, I think that's the only way for now. I spoke to the team. We got very little time for them to train on new heroes, unless the efficiency is at least 80 or 80% and above. But like for train, I'm very sure no one can do it. Meepo, no one can do it. And
I can practice. Meepo.
Nah, we don't need Meepo. Like if we had a Meepo player, we could just always last pick Meepo